You know, the path is both heart and mind. Mind meaning the understanding. It's crucial. The understanding about truth, about reality is crucial. But with that, the heart, it is too dry and it remains at the mind level, no matter how clear the understanding is. The heart is the heart of love, the heart of being, the heart of presence, the pulsating heart of love. And the path of the heart, devotion and devotion to the guru or other devotional practices are too moist, too mushy without the understanding. So when we speak about turning your attention to the heart, and listening from the heart area, this is more applicable to people who have a tendency to focus on solely the understanding, solely on the mind. But for those who only listen from the heart, the invitation would be different. It would be to ascend to the mind and to explore the understanding via the mind. So the scriptures that say, listen from the heart, operate from the heart, live from the heart, these passages in the scriptures, they're referring to people who already have the mind, the understanding at the mind level. It is not sufficient to have the understanding at the mind level. But it is not addressed for everybody. It's a misunderstanding. A lot of the scriptures are simply interpretations of the words of the sages. And the words of the sages come from their direct experience and their journey, their path, the discoveries and the routes that they have discovered in their journey, which they share in their teaching. So for somebody who is listening from the heart and focused on living from the heart, I would invite them to study the scriptures and to understand the scriptures and to seek a teacher that can explain to them the teaching in such a way that they get it at the mind level. And for people who have already the understanding, the mind understanding, then the teacher will invite them to live the understanding. And it's very tricky to live the understanding because it's the path of love and compassion and oneness to live from the heart. It's a challenge because often what occurs from the understanding of the scriptures is that there is a spiritual ego, subtle and sometimes not so subtle, that gets established, in the psyche, and it's invisible. It smells to others, but within one's own space, it doesn't smell. Somehow it feels comfortable. It feels soothing, this understanding. There is a subtle identity which a teacher points to uh, in order to uh, relieve that complication, in along the path. So, uh, so Nitin, you need to understand the teaching, and you need to live the teaching by exploring. Once you understand the teaching, or as you're understanding the teaching, by exploring how the teaching is um, permeating your somatic space, your feeling space, your body, how it's what is your experience at the body level, uh, and to uh, when you're living the understanding, it, it's no longer a reliance upon the understanding. The understanding is there. The challenge is to live uh, your understanding and to have the courage and the fortitude to do so. In general, as best as you can, to listen openly, uh, to live from an open listening. Open meaning not from the past, from pure presence. To live, to listen, to act, to think broadly without holding on to anything from the past. To be available to be surprised. Um, because otherwise we're just repeating the past. There is no discovery. And life is ongoing discovery every moment. So we can't simultaneously be holding on to anything and living uh, freshly in presence. And once the understanding is uh, maturing or is getting established that you are this open field of presence, then it's a natural thing for you to be living as that. It's already on board. It's already a done deal. It doesn't, this awareness is not nitin, is not a male or female awareness. It's not 50-year-old awareness. The body is, I mean, the mountain is 20,000 years old, and this house is, 80 years old, whatever. Uh, so that's always available to you. Awareness is always available to you. That's like the direct path. Just that I awareness, boom. That's the that's the path. The path is I awareness, not I personal awareness. I awareness. And of course, when you take a look at awareness, when awareness takes a look at itself, it doesn't find a beginning to itself or an ending to itself. There is a beginning and an ending to the United States of America. There is a beginning and ending to World War One. There's a beginning and ending to the body named Magdi. But there's no beginning and ending to awareness. So that's available to you. I mean, of course, I mean there are practices and so on and so forth. Yes, of course. Whatever is significant for you. But question is like, why isn't it completely fulfilling for awareness to know itself? Why isn't it completely fulfilling for awareness to know itself? Now, over centuries, we've repeated, I am somebody, I am this, I am that, I am this person, I'm part of this tribe. Been referring to ourselves as the body-mind organism. But the body-mind organism is an experience we are perceiving, we are having, but it's not what we are. It is not what you are. You are not defined by whatever experience you're having, and which are constantly changing. 12-year-old Nitin, the 40-year-old Nitin, and completely different experiences. Are you the 12-year-old Nitin? Are you the 18-year-old Nitin? The 25-year-old Nitin? No, you're none of that. You see, awareness is what we are, and right now we're aware. But right now, if you take a look at your experience right now, I refers to awareness, and it's not visible. It's not made out of ice, or it's not made out of tin, or it's not made out of lead. It's not made out of flesh and bones. And it's always available to you. But we're not satisfied with that. We want something more feely. We want to feel something. We want to feel this mushy, this something. And so we want to define ourselves via a certain feeling. I mean, the body is always, there are all sorts of sensations that we're perceiving. If you think about traveling to, around the world, maybe as an ambition, something you like to do, you feel, wow, that would be great, right? But the fact that there is a thought about a happy thing to do, and there is a happy sensation, that doesn't define you. You're still the awareness. But we like to define ourselves via feelings. So we dream about this, and we dream about that, and we regret this, and we wish for that, because we're constantly seeking to define ourselves via some feelings or some experience, a phenomenal experience. While all along, meaning right now, we are awareness. You follow?
Right.
Don't leave that which you already are. And then seek for it.
Exactly. Oh, thanks. So thank you one more time again.
Okay, Nitin.
Thanks.
Yeah.